Hey, welcome back to another video on this channel. So this is kind of like a collection that wasn't going to be a collection, but we just kept finding them, and they're kind of handy. So this is a Radio Shack video RF modulator. Not new in the box, but it has the box. So we needed one of these for a couple of TVs we picked up that I've yet to make a video on. I picked those up, and my dad was like, I used to have a couple of these. But, time passes and these kind of became like less and less of a thing you need. So more than likely he got rid of them because we never did find them. So there's one of these on Facebook Marketplace for $10. That's what the $10 right there means. We picked it up. It's kind of cool that it has the box. So let's just go through that real quick. So if you're new here, we like anything Radio Shack. The only thing I know how to compare it to is like today's Harbor Freight, where it's like it's this huge store of like nothing but one thing of like tools and stuff. And there's a lot of them, and they're cheap stuff. That's what Radio Shack was. They had a bunch of electronics. They had TVs, RC cars, radios. And I'm a little bit too young to remember the peak of Radio Shack. I do remember going in the one near the mall, or in the mall near me, once or twice maybe, but that's about it. So yeah, we like anything Radio Shack. So already, that's a bonus right there. That's the later Radio Shack emblem that they had, when they went out. So it's not that old. What these do is a lot of these TVs that are kind of like, that are like, outdated to the point where they've got the dials on the front for certain frequencies that you just can't pick up anymore. So you get one of these, so you can hook up like a VCR or something to it. That's what the channel 3 and 4 means here on the front. That's what that means. So you either switch it to channel 3 or 4 depending on, probably there's a switch on the back. Yeah, there you go. Switch it to channel 3 and 4 depending on which one, you want to use, I guess. Look at this cute little packaging they had on it. That's just, these days they just wrap this sucker in plastic and hope it ends there, or it ends in one. It ends up in one piece in your hands. Is what I'm trying to say. Feels like I'm unboxing like a little tiny receiver, like a stereo receiver. So you'd get one of these to hook up like a VCR player or something to it. Anything that your brain could imagine, a PS2, anything, because it's got components or component cables. Or GameCube, big fan of the GameCube. I grew up with the GameCube. Now, I'm not old enough to have a sidetrack right here because this video is already interesting enough, I guess. I grew up with the GameCube and the PS2. Even in the days where the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 was like king. My dad just showed up one day and he opened the trunk of his 2009 Toyota Corolla that he bought new and then sold with 200,000 miles on it. And there's inside it one day was just a GameCube, and I don't remember when the PS2 came along. It was at some point, but I had both of those, and I remember, running to my huge CRT TV that I eventually moved, and then my mom warned me could explode. I had no idea. I still don't understand how that works. And I would just like switch out, the components when I got bored of whatever games I had. And they were awesome. Like, I love the GameCube. That's like one of the consoles. If you ever played Gun for the GameCube, that is one of my favorite games of all time. I actually completed that on... You can buy it on Steam now for the computer or PC. That's a great game. I never knew how to save or like overwrite saves. So like I would always just start a fresh game. So I can probably tell you all like the lyrics or whatever to the first. Lyrics is for music, so that's not the right word. What I'm trying to say. I can recount every word in that intro to that game. It's a great game even today. So I don't know how I got on that sidetrack, but I did. So yeah, you can hook up anything to your old TVs with this. So my dad found this on Facebook and he says, we need one of these. I'm just gonna go buy it. It's $10. It's kind of steep. And then he kind of jokingly said like, it'd be funny if we found one on like at a thrift store like the next day for like a couple bucks. So anyways, we went to some thrift stores a few days later, and it's literally identical. And it's a couple bucks too, $3. So yeah, so we thought it was funny, and my dad was like, we'll pick it up. It's $3. It kind of makes you feel bad that we spent $10 on this one that's not even that pretty, but it is what it is. So he picked that one up, and then we went to the next. I'm not even kidding. It was the next store. So we have 3 of these now, and now these just sit over there like it's a family of 3 just sitting on the same shelf right beside each other, just staring at us. So yeah, I don't know what the point of this video was. I just kind of went over to our stash of like stereo equipment and like TVs and RC cars and other junk that we don't need or have a use for. And I just looked through these and I remembered how we got them. I'm like, yeah, that's funny enough for a video. And the box is pretty interesting, I guess. I don't know. So if you're watching this video thinking like, this guy just didn't have content for the week. Like, this is stupid. Yeah, what's your point? I can record whatever I want. And I chose to make a video on RF modulators. Also, how you like my nice backdrop? This is just a couple pieces of foam board. And it works out really good. You can buy these at Dollar Tree. I've got $1.25 in both of these, and it looks pretty good on camera. So, yeah, anyways, I think I just make these videos because I like talking to a camera. I don't know. So, what I'm trying to say is, thanks for watching.